Our siblings are bound to get on our nerves with their actions. Eating the last slice of pizza, hiding the remote when we need it, taking our stuff without permission and sometimes even teasing us. But no matter the situation, and no matter how angry we get with them, we never want to hurt them. Sometimes, our siblings are our best friends, the ones we'll always have in our corner, and so it's a shocking situation when one sibling goes so far, they kill the other. Trigger warning, this is a dark and sad case. 14-year-old Claire Miller was known for her TikTok channel Spirits and Such Consulting, where she posted a ton of videos. Most of these videos were harmless and showed her lip-syncing to sad pop songs or dancing around her room. Others depicted her jovial father making silly faces, playing guitar, or jokingly acknowledging her camera. While amassing a ton of followers online, offline she was just another 14-year-old attending Lancaster Country Day School with her 19-year-old sister Helen, who suffered from cerebral palsy. Feeling overshadowed by her sister, Claire would on one night take matters into her own hands, killing Helen in a gruesome way. Claire Miller was born in 2007 to parents Mark and Marie Miller. She was the second child of the two, and the family was a tight-knit one. Growing up, Claire began to recognize the differences between herself and her older sister Helen, who suffered from cerebral palsy, which made her spend the most of her life on a wheelchair, needing frequent assistance. As the younger sister, she was expected to chip in on most occasions to help her sister and not make her feel different, which she had no problem doing. But by the time Claire was 14, she began to change. Her parents began to notice her mood changes towards her sister, and the two would often get into heated arguments, but this was regarded as mere sibling rivalry, and her mood changes didn't raise any suspicions. On the evening of Sunday, 21st of February 2021, the Miller family had dinner together and spent time talking and having their family time like they would often do before saying their goodnights and heading to bed. It's unclear how long Claire Miller had planned to murder her sister, if at all, but she reported having had, quote, dark thoughts, and so she decided to act on it. Claire crept into Helen's room around 1 a.m. on Monday, February 22nd, with a knife from the family kitchen and stabbed Helen several times in the neck before placing a pillow over her face. She then went ahead to call 911 at 1:08 a.m. and told the Manheim Township emergency dispatcher that she had killed her sister. Police arrived at the house within 5 minutes and found Claire waiting outside, trying to clean her bloodied hands in the snow. She was covered from head to toe in blood, and at first glance, the police thought she was traumatized and something had happened involving the entire family, but she kept saying she had killed her sister. They then asked her where her sister was, and she replied, telling them her sister was in her bed. The noise the police made when entering the house woke Claire's parents up, who had no idea about what had happened. 19-year-old Helen Miller was found in her bed, a pillow over her face and a knife in her neck, just above her chest. Police attempted to resuscitate Helen Miller while waiting for emergency services to arrive, but unfortunately, it was far too late, and she was pronounced dead at 4:13 a.m. Claire Miller was immediately taken into custody for questioning. She was given fast food from McDonald's for breakfast, and Claire reportedly said she would have killed sooner if she knew she was going to get McDonald's. She then confessed to authorities that she heard voices in her head, telling her to kill her sister, and these voices even told her to slit her own throat, but she didn't. It has been argued that Claire suffered from psychosis and that the few minutes before she had killed her sister, she was hallucinating and had even texted a friend telling her this. In her own words, when she was killing her sister, she thought she was killing the dark figure of her hallucinations. Claire pleaded guilty and was tried as an adult, even though her parents begged she be tried as a juvenile. In their words, they had already lost one child, they didn't want to lose the other. The judge argued Claire would need extensive mental health treatment. If tried in a juvenile court, she would only serve time until she was 21, and they weren't sure that would be enough time for treatment, and so she was tried in an adult court. In 2022, at age 16, Claire Miller was given a sentence of 12.5 to 40 years in prison, focusing on rehabilitation to ensure she's not a threat to herself and the public when granted parole. She is currently behind bars. This story is honestly heartbreaking because a once tight-knit family was torn apart and the parents are left to mourn the death of their daughter, while also supporting the other who did the killing. Hopefully, Claire would get the needed help behind bars and reflect on her actions. May Helen Miller's soul continue to rest in peace. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.